Good evening, everybody. We are live here at Talladega with the Winston Cup Replay tonight. Sorry, Joe, I had to put you in the dark. You can't hear me while I'm introing.
Oh, no worries.
We're live. So we got 94 laps for these guys to do battle tonight. To anybody watching out in TikTok land, unfortunately, I can't see the chat because Restream happens to be busted. So if you're watching out there, I appreciate everybody watching. But I won't be able to see the chat for the night. Guys are just getting done qualifying here. We got about 4 or 5 minutes left. We'll show up the best time so we can see where our qualifiers are at this point. Yeah, we should have a good race tonight. We got what, 23 cars, 24 cars, I think. Joe?
I thought I was muted and I had to unmute, but then I muted myself. No, we've got a full field here tonight, and I'll tell you what, some fast guys out here on the track. But I just watched Robin in qualifying nail a corner at 2:13, and I am just utterly impressed. That was incredible.
I mean, she put in a 45.78, so not too bad, not far off the pace. Faster than some of the other drivers. We'll see how that plays out. But as far as tonight goes, like I said, 94 laps. Track temps about 89 degrees, 73 degrees outside, with a 14-mile-an-hour wind. So be interesting to see how that plays out for everybody involved. But
actually, these leaders here, man, these are some fast times. We got Rob Collier at sub 45 second in the 44 range. That is smoking.
I will say I'm not surprised by the top two. They put on a clinic at the start of the season at Daytona. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out tonight. Yes, Stoku, JD out qualified Fatherball. So that things are starting to look back to normal a little bit. Got a few new entrants tonight. We got the three of Jacob Schlomhart. We've got Ben Forrester in here tonight. Who else do we got? We got Matt Stambaugh, James Conley. I think it'll be a brawl tonight, I think. So
absolutely. Big names out there on the track. A lot of top split guys, a lot of high numbers, if you know what I mean.
Yep. We got some low numbers in there. I've seen Ron St. Louis put in a heck of a run here lately, so be interesting to see what he does. I think tonight, if you just ride and make it to the end, I think as long as that happens, I think guys will be fine. The other thing is Daytona, I think we had 2 cautions the whole race. But like I said, we've got big names in here, so it'll be interesting tonight.
Absolutely, yeah.
Apparently my wife thinks that she's the biggest name in here tonight.
She very well could be. I mean, but we also have Supreme Leader Corn on race control, so
that is true. He should be back, I think, any minute here.
Tell you what, it's going to be an interesting race. Draft is going to be king here, I think. If you can know how to work that draft, you are going to know how to get yourself in a good position later on in the race.
I think so too. Like I said, I do know that the two up front, they work quite well together. They were teammates at the start of the season and flew at Daytona. I mean, I watched them just gap the field. So it'll be interesting to see how their setups work here for Talladega. I know they were working hard on it all week. So Tyler's in the chat and says, look at these scrubs. Luckily I'm not here to take third place from someone. Diesel says he's both a high and low number, officially a 71, but 9 on the car. Which we'll put Diesel's paint scheme up there here in just a little bit once we get rolling. Dear, it's 94 laps tonight. Oh, Robin's shitting herself.
Ooh.
All right. Qualifying should be done here any second.
And I do want to let you know, AJ, while we're here, I have your TikTok up and keeping an eye on your chat for you.
Okay. Yeah, if you can handle that, I can handle the rest from here. I'm really kind of pissed at Restream because it's so much easier for me to have all 3 chats up, and I don't know why it broke. It broke like last week, so I haven't been able to stream to TikTok as well as Twitch and YouTube all at the same time. But if you are watching on the other channels, though, you can go check out my TikTok. It's Stevens Motorsports, and you can get any updates about races and stuff. I try to put that stuff up there on the regular. So go check that out if you have a chance.
Is this your race being broadcast?
Thanks.
Yeah, Moody, it's up on my Twitch and my YouTube. What's going on, Rick?
I mean, as these guys are getting ready to grid, they know how to. I know every one of these guys know how to run a super speedway.
We're gonna get down. The what's not showing up? Oh yes, I'm aware, Gary. Yes, I know. I will fix it. Tell him I'll fix it later. All right, we're gonna get through the grid. So Rob Collier is gonna put it on the pole with Kyle Hendricks in second. Michael Moody gonna be third. Jacob Schlomhart in fourth. Dennis Daly coming in at fifth. Damian Conrad sixth. Ben Forrester going to be seventh. Justin Burns going to be eighth. The wife, Robin, putting it in ninth. Sitting next to Diesel Weasel in 10th. We got JD McHaley hanging out in 11th. Kale Spicer back in 12th. And then we've got Mike McHaley in 13th. Gabriel Griffin 14th. Greg Wellen 15th. Matt Stambaugh 16th. James Conley 17th. Eric Kapp 18th. We're going to get rid of Supreme Leader Corn in 19th. So it'll be Mr. King starting in 19th. Derek Sivers in 20th. Gary Freeman 21st. Eric Dillingham 22nd. And Ron St. Louis bringing up the back with 23rd. So that's your grid for tonight. Who you got?
Tony, keep an eye on Ron. He'll start back there, but he will find a way into the front in like almost no time.
Ron appears when you least expect him.
It's wild. Sneaky.
But I do have to say something that I don't have fixed on my overlays, guys, so don't shoot me. Sorry, Gary, that I didn't get it fixed yet. We were so busy with the fast car stuff that kind of got missed. Tonight's scoring brought to you by Too Fast. If you don't know what Too Fast is, you should go check them out. They do a lot of stuff with Beam and G, Beam MP, as well as MX bikes. A lot of cool mods and stuff, and a cool group of guys. So go check them out when you get a chance. But all the scoring for the rest of the season, as well as everything to do with fast car scoring wise, is brought to you by those guys. So thank you to those guys for coming on board. All right. So if I have to pick my winner for tonight, man, I'm looking through my list.
My pick isn't here tonight.
My pick, I'm going to go with the 24 James Conley. I've seen that man do some things in an 87 that just make you go, holy crap.
See, I had two picks. One of them would be, the Gominator, but unfortunately he unable to make it tonight.
Would have been a great choice.
That would have been a good choice too.
My next choice, Ben Forrester.
Ooh, the silent assassin. I like it.
Yes.
Can't put it past Forrester
I call him the silent assassin because I've watched many speedway races where he literally just kind of hangs in the back, and then all of a sudden you just start to see him moving.
Yeah.
So, get our
if I had to pick anybody,
leader.
I'm going to say Fatherball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been working on tunes. He's got the cheat sheet anyway.
That's true.
He knows super speedways. He's done a lot of driving here. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. Just needs to keep himself out of trouble.
Well, we're about to find out. We got about 94 laps here. Rob Collier going to bring him to the green. And we're off. It's very interesting, too, with their setups. The closer you get to the correct ride height, I've been told, the car looks like it's sticking out of the track, which I find very interesting. I didn't know this. And I've run this car how many times? Patrick Ellison said he's got to go with Spicer. So we'll see. We got Moody looking to pressure it up the inside around Rob and Kyle. Dennis in tow behind him. We got the meatmobile of Diesel Weasel hanging out at the back of the top line.
That is. If anything, that thing wins the paint of the day. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll get it under the caution. I will put that on there. Phil says he's going with Fatherball too.
Good choice.
For the chat, is the race, are the cars loud enough, guys? I've been requested to bring that volume up if you guys could tell me. But Rob Collier back to the lead around Moody with his teammate Hendricks right behind him. Hopefully they don't wind up taking the air off of each other and killing each other here.
Be a lot of decisions being made as people pick a lane left or right, high or low. Which way are we all gonna go?
Robin hanging out right there behind Forrester in that we'll call it a strawberry banana looking car.
It's my unfinished.
It's her unfinished clueless paint scheme. Moody coming back on the low side by himself. He's pulled a little gap on Dennis. All right, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. But look at who's pulling into the picture already. I see a James Conley.
Yeah.
Up 11 so far.
Damien going to go around Schlomhart here.
So Collier, Moody, Hendricks, Daly, Conley, Forrester, the wife, Bernsey, Damien, and Schlomhart, your top 10. Are we under caution or are we still rolling?
No, we're still rolling. Diesel went to way inside down the backstretch, hit the apron, and was just managed to save that thing.
Oh, that's good. At least he caught it.
He caught it, and he is re-entered.
Rob has dropped off. Moody, or not Moody, Conley with a hell of a move up through the middle. That's a power move right there.
I'm pretty sure there is a 0x between him and Dennis.
I'm pretty sure Dennis needs some new pants after that.
Oh, JD McHaley making his way up there.
Moody going to be in the lead, but not for long as Hendricks and Collier come to the outside. You boys got a long way to go. Rob going to get stuck out on the high side.
This 3 wide coming out of 4 here.
I see old Bernsey creeping up there, and there's JD McHaley in the chrome blue car. I'm sorry, teal. Teal. I know he can hear me, so.
Moody with the lead that time by.
Yep. They're still pulling some real fast times. We're going to change this to gap. But it's neck and neck for the lead right now between Moody and Conley.
Now, a lot of cars laying back, though, too, making sure that they're going to at least try and make it to the end, it seems.
Well, yeah. and here's the other thing. A few of these guys had time to work on setups since the start of the season. I had guys reaching out tonight to join for just tonight that I'm pretty sure didn't have time to work on sets, or maybe they got sets from somewhere else. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm with Patrick on this. I would hang back a little bit off of this pack because it is a long race and you do not have a fast repair.
Oh my God, they were looking to go 4 wide.
Hendricks down through the middle. Moody going to throw a block. Hendricks back to the outside. Moody back into the middle by himself.
Hey.
And I see Conley jump to the middle. He's going to let Dennis come underneath him. Hendricks in the wall. Keeping it clean, though.
Eric Dillingham bringing himself into the picture.
I see that. The over-the-road trucker hanging out in the back of the pack here.
He doesn't want to get too far away. Just enough room there so he can make a decision if he has to.
Yep. We're 3 wide in the middle.
Oh,
turn it loose. He caught it.
What a
He
save.
caught it.
Great job by everybody there, too.
Yeah, Robin creeping up. She's sitting 5th. 3 wide for the lead. Collier to the middle. Dennis to the bottom.
Contact between the 19 and the 80 there.
Just a little lean in, a little rubbing.
See what the temp's looking like. We're 74 degrees outside, 101 on the track right now. So track temp has come up, which may play into the factor here. Tight racing for the top 8. Eric's just back there just lurking. Oop, Eric in the wall just a little bit. Nothing major. He's still rolling. Let's show...
You know who we haven't mentioned yet is Schlomhart. He's just sitting there waiting as well.
Him and Derek are just kind of hanging. So
Yeah,
Derek's
they're playing the long game here.
Yeah, Derek's throwing me off with his paints. He switched over to yellow, and it's really weirding me out.
Conley putting it up the middle, 3 wide.
Yep.
Moody to follow.
You know who else we haven't seen yet? And I think he's playing it. I think he's playing it the safest is Cale Spicer. Cale also a man of the long game. Ooh, Conley loose coming off the corner. He caught it. Moody to the lead. Collier right behind him. Moody going to come down to the yellow line.
Conley going to tuck in front of Forrester there.
See, and I'll be honest, I don't know if I'd want to be in front of Hendricks and Collier just because I know they can run quite a bit faster with the way that they set up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I'd want to be in front of them or behind them.
If you want to make it to the end, you got to make it to the last lap, right?
Right.
Everybody knows this. So I understand it's good hard racing right there. Moody almost into him. Oh my God.
3 wide for the lead still.
Dennis glued to that yellow line, though. He's getting help now from Connolly.
I hear some chatter from Moody.
That was a very, very sketchy situation, and they great driving by all to
Yeah.
keep this thing rolling.
Dennis still with the lead. I almost should have thrown some money on Dennis.
Well, you can't put it past him, and I definitely could say he's wheeled with the best of them out here. The fact that he's hanging in here, leading laps, it all matters. I'm sure that you guys have a point system going on with that because I haven't been able to check it out lately. But 3 wide here for 3rd place.
Well, that's the one thing that
Hendricks and Moody.
I need to get working is the points system right now because it's kind of messed up, but we'll get that figured out at some point.
Robin got right on the bumper of the 73 there.
Forrester, yeah.
About getting Forrester a little too loose, did she?
Oh, he did a great job hanging on to it. There's still 3 wide for 3rd.
JD really up here in the mix.
Oh my gosh, they're 3 by 3.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily like where JD's sitting.
I don't like where half these guys are sitting.
Oh God, 3 wide, 2 deep. Nothing good can come from this. Dennis loose on the bottom.
I'm done. I don't want none of this.
Yep, nope, I'm bailing.
Tight racing up front, though. That's how these top split
Oh, my
guys
God.
roll, though.
A little bit of a gap up front, which should help us a little bit spacing things out.
I see someone who needs to Lego my ego.
Is Ron
Starting
coming
to
into the
work his way up
picture?
there. He is starting to work his way up through that field.
I think he's following Cale because Cale's come up a little bit too. Ron's up 10. Rob Collier continues to lead.
Biggest mover award? Possibly?
Biggest mover right now, Eric Dillingham. Eric's up,
Stivers in the wall.
Eric's up 16. That's your biggest mover. Could Eric be a silent sleeper tonight on a win?
Of the way these guys are racing up front, he may be, you know.
JD's sitting in like the catbird seat, but yeah, there's definitely a group that is catching at this point.
Now we're hitting lap 14 or coming to it. How much is tire wear getting affected right now?
Well, and this is
It's
where we.
funny you say that because Diesel just mentioned that his tires are getting slick.
Well, and this is about in officials where we see guys really start smacking the wall. Now, how much of that's due to the way that they set the cars up to be tighter in the fixed series? I don't know. I usually have pretty good luck with an open set here that can go quite a bit longer.
Oh, somebody just disappeared.
Who disappeared?
Yep.
Oh, was it Forrester?
Yep.
Yeah, check his ping. Let him know.
No, he acknowledged it before I even had a chance.
Okay. Collier continuing to lead. Hendricks on the outside. You got Conley, Moody down low. JD trying to figure out what line he wants to take.
Danbach coming up hitting in the rank.
He likes to hide back there too. Robin getting a little loose off the corner. Dennis looking to her inside back there.
I think it's better than putting it 3 wide though. I like that. Smart move.
Yeah, I think it's a little early to go 3 wide.
Yeah.
To me, you're only 50.
Did it earlier.
Oh no, Robin's loose.
Oh, Robin's loose.
She's down below the line.
She's saving it. She's saving it. She's squealing.
She saved it. She saved it. She didn't hit the inside wall, so
Good job locking it down, Robin.
we'll go back and check that out really quick while we race around here. But she just gets loose. She slides. And she locks it down good. She did everything she needed to. Didn't hit the wall, so good save on her part. Conley, Moody, continuing to lead on that low line. JD looked like he's settling in it. Oh, Uncle Eric, he's hanging in there, 6th place.
Ooh, Hendricks is getting close to Collier there. Looks like he wants some of that.
Now they're
Down there.
like I said, they're good at running together. So
That's great.
there's actually a funny a picture in the Discord of one of them sending the other one sky high. It's hysterical. You'll have to check it out. And if I remember right, I think the one car said USA Air, and it was probably 30 feet in the air. So, Collier going to bring it back around the outside. Top 4 getting a little bit of a gap. JD, Uncle Eric, and Forrester with Spicer creeping up. Spicer up 4. He's in 8th. JD clipping that apron ever so slightly. He's loose, and he saves it. Keeps it rolling.
You know,
Conley.
there's one thing he can do. He knows how to wheel this thing around Talladega. We've
Oh, yeah.
done enough to show him how to do it. He's applied everything he's known. And I think right now, JD's mindset is just focus, focus, focus. Try to save what he can and have something for him at the end.
Yeah, I think it right now, make it to the halfway point or to the first pit stop, which should be about lap 40 if it goes completely green. So maybe 38 depending on speeds. But Hendricks to the inside of Moody. Moody gonna shut the door.
Ooh.
Man, it is a tight run for the lead. Hendricks to the inside of Moody again.
Starting to break away, which is good for them, not so much for everyone else.
Right?
Forrester got himself in front of the backpack there. Looks like he wants to try and keep up with them up front, but
I see
He
Spicer.
just took off.
yeah, he did.
Oh,
Oh, JD's
JD's
sliding
loose.
into the
Oh,
outside wall. He taps
he
it.
saves it. He saved it.
He's in the middle of the track.
3 wide for the lead.
A little bit of right rear damage there. That's going to affect his arrow for sure.
Yep.
The question is do you pit it right now, or do you continue to run it out and hope for some guys to fall off the pace a little bit?
Well, how many sets of tires did you offer?
They've got 4.
I would take it down.
I mean, I put you 20 in. Man, I almost think I'd run it out, be easy with it, stay at the back of a pack. Looks like Damien got loose down through the tri-oval. So JD going to pick up a couple of spots there.
Is there Lucky Dog?
There we have Lucky Dog and Wave Around in this series. So
Yeah, I mean, if I would take it down pit road and then get
Well,
at
he-
least some of the damage fixed. And then,
he attached to that second pack, so he's back going. We'll go back and take a look at JD here. He's on the back side of that second pack and closing them in. So I think as long as he takes it easy, you know, doesn't get the tires too hot, he's banging back there with Diesel. So I think we'll be all right.
all right.
Back to the battle for the lead. The top 10 closing it in. Hendrick's going to be your leader this time around. Conley going to be second. Moody on the high side. And Collier fourth. Ben Forster closing it up. And here comes Cale Spicer. And I see Ron St. Louis up 13 just outside of the top 10. 3 wide for the lead again. Collier down to the inside. Going to steal that one away from Hendricks.
Ooh.
Man, they are
That
just
is-
trading this back and forth, which is let these guys just start creeping back into the picture.
As much as you love to see it, you know, racing like that is going to keep you from breaking away from the rest of the pack here. So
Right.
You're-
I think
it's
your 4 fastest are definitely kind of hurting themselves a little bit here.
Without a doubt. I mean, you don't need a lot of, you know, right up on the other car in these to side draft. I mean, you can side draft from practically a car width away.
Right. When I see Derek grabbing draft at the back and pulling back in, the top 4 put a little bit of a gap on 5th, 6th, and 7th there, but they're still trading positions like crazy. And in this car, all it does is eat tire.
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't think you can discount the 3 that are right behind them.
Oh, no.
Spicer, Wallen, and Forster there. They are just lined up and ready to pounce at any misfortune
Well,
that happens.
You've got the 3 guys that use the least amount of tire in 5th, 6th, and 7th. So, I don't think you can discount any of it right now. Because while the top 4 are pushing, the other 3 are going to be saving.
Yeah, and every ounce of fuel and every lap you can save, it's going to matter.
Exactly. So James Conley going to be your leader, I think, this time by. It'd be hard to. We'll see what it looks like at the line. Conley gets it. Moody in second, or actually Moody's in third. Hendricks in second. Man, these boys are
What gets me-
ripping.
Is some of these cars look like they're pretty high off the track.
What's what I'm saying? When you get the setup just right, the car looks like it pops out of the track. It's really weird. But I think we've got some, we got some really good racing tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a swap fest up front for the lead, but I mean that makes for great racing, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're 25 laps in this time around. Be interesting to see who leads the most laps here at the end, as much as they've been trading.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to take the camera off this battle because it's hard to say where the caution's going to come from, but you would think with this much movement up front, it's going to come somewhere from here.
As I'm watching myself here, I have it focused on crashes, and would you believe that's exactly what we're watching? The way these guys are going at it, I'm surprised we haven't seen one yet. But I'm also knocking on wood because to see a race go completely green, especially at Talladega Super Speedway,
And especially in
might-
this car.
in this car, it's a rarity in its own.
Yep.
And it's a special thing, if you get to experience that, it's fun. 'Cause
Right.
Then your pit strategy totally comes into play, and everything you've ever wanted to implement in the sim works.
Right. Looks like they're slowly creeping up on the lap cars of Robin and Eric Cap. Robin just trying to hang on right now and get to her pit point.
That
Robin
looks
is not quite a lap down yet.
she's almost they're getting there. She's at least got Eric to draft with, so I think that's kind of helping her. But right now she could really go for that caution. Spicer just kind of lurking back there.
It's kind of crazy to see that these guys being side by side, 2 rows deep. They're just not pulling away.
Well, and it kind of goes to show you that with the correct setup, you can do this around here. You can run that high line and not kill your tires if you set up for it. You know, you could do a lot of different things with this car, and I think this just kind of shows it a little bit. Does it maybe add to more chaos? Maybe, because there's a lot more moving pieces at that point. But overall, I think it makes for a great race.
So far, it has been a great race, I have to admit. Ron St. Louis is just lurking back there.
We're gonna go back and check out. Ron is creeping. He's creeping. He's around Derek. He's up 14. We'll get some driver details up. Oh God. Now Ron's thing says AJ fears the Dega Queen. Ron St. Louis, everybody. ICW's Practical Joker.
You're a funny guy.
You
Fun to get that man some pizza.
Funny man, Ron. James Conley going to be your leader. Although it'll probably swap by the time they get to the line. We'll go down through the pack here. So we got Conley's leader. Hendricks sitting in second. Michael Moody third. Rob Collier fourth. Kale Spicer, what do you got for a picture this time? Oh, God, he's got the pancake on the face. He's sitting in fifth. Greg Well in sixth. Ben Forrester going to be seventh. Matt Stambaugh up to eighth. We got Ron St. Louis in ninth. Derek Sivers sitting in 10th. Eric Dillingham hanging in there at 11th. He's kind of off by himself at the moment. JD McHaley up to 12th after that spin earlier. Jacob Schlomhart right behind him. Dennis Daly. He survived Gomination, just so everybody knows. We got Diesel Weasel in his spam-inspired meat car. He's in 16th. Gary Freeman with a Too Fast car, our sponsor, hanging out in 17th. Everybody's favorite Canadian.
The ugly one.
I don't know which one he's driving. We got King in the 48 car here. He's back at 18th. Damien hang out in 19th after getting loose earlier. Burnsy all by himself in 20th. Robin in 21st. And then I've got Eric Cap behind Fatherball, even though Fatherball's not on track. Eric Cap is in 23rd by my stuff.
Eric Cap is 22 laps down.
Okay. Back to the battle for the lead.
Wanted to let you know that you have 2 new followers on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Askeruth and Vincent Pagano Racing. Thank you guys. And I also saw a couple likes there. I can't keep. Apparently those disappear for me. I'm sorry.
That's why I said Restream is kind of broken with the TikTok thing. It was a new integration. They're still working on it. I'm at least glad that I can get this streamed out to people that want to watch it over there, but until they fix it. But thank you to everybody that's watching over on TikTok with the likes, the subs. It's appreciated. Back to the racing, though. We got Conley out front. It's starting to get a little thinner. Looks like Moody kind of fell off a little bit. Is he trying to save some tire? Forrester going to put it inside of Moody here. He's going to put it up to 4th. I imagine.
But that lap traffic's coming.
I see that too. That may slow him down. Conley went
trying to use the draft.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm calling it all out.
No, we looked at it the same. He's trying to get the draft off the lap cars. I think to maybe swing it out and around. Lap cars have said they're staying low. And that's what they're going to do. Robin going to keep it low. Let these guys go by. I see Turnip coming to pit road. So we're 32 in. A little bit early, so maybe he's hoping to take advantage of that, get himself back in the race a little bit. So I got to imagine that We're going to start seeing some green flag stops. The lap cars continuing to stay low for everybody. So that's greatly appreciated out of all of them. Robin just going to get the heck out of the way. I seen her dive back there. She's going to join the back of the group. Uh-oh, JD crashed again.
Did he?
He just pounded the wall in 3.
Said the tires gave out.
I think he towed to the pits.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's sitting in pits now.
Conley continues to lead. Collier second. Hendricks in third. Moody by himself. Don't know where Forrester falling back behind Moody, so I don't know if he's just kind of planning to pit, maybe try to save some fuel, make it go a little bit longer. So I think this is going to wind up being a 2-stop race.
What I'm seeing, yeah, it's sure looking that way, and maybe they'll have a little bit more for him at the end. Nothing wrong with that, though. This is pretty much exactly what you would see if you watched 1987 Talladega.
Yeah, it does stretch out. Let's check our lap times last time around. We're down into the 45s, which is pretty standard. I think they were doing 43s in practice. Yeah, they're
44s, yeah.
slowly kind of dying off. The top 8 running 45s. Everybody else kind of trickling after that. So,
I mean, there's definitely a certain pace you have to run here. You cannot run it wide out the entire time and shred your tires.
right. I got King on
there's
pit
something
road.
Oh,
I think that's a planned stop.
okay.
So totally normal. Nothing to worry about.
Everybody calm down.
JD coming out of the pits.
Got some guys that are calling out. They're going to be pitting here.
Who do we get calls from so far?
1971.
Oh, Steampunk raiding us. Appreciate it, Aaron.
We got the leaders sounding like they're going to pit here.
All right.
Patrick Ellison said he had to give you a follow on TikTok, and Papi Chulo says, LOL.
Hale and Greg going around the outside of them.
We got a whole group pit, and looks like they're going to make it onto pit road clean. We're going to stay with our leaders, Kale and Greg. We'll see when they pit, because they do like to run together.
Oh, they were 3 wide on pit road.
I saw that.
With a little contact between the 73 and the 19.
Robin's coming out of
Appreciate
pit
it,
road
Taylor.
now. That means Ron up here in 3rd place.
Steampunk, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the raid.
Ron going for the front.
Is he?
He won.
Ron's up 20 positions. I can't not talk about this. I can't not. I mean, he's up 20. Well, yeah, 20 positions right now, and he's just riding. He's just hanging. He ain't in a hurry.
I think he still has to pit, but that definitely...
Ron's your leader.
Oh my god.
Ron St. Louis going to get some bonus points here for leading the lap. He'll probably wind up pitting here shortly, so we'll have some things cycling out. So we'll see. He's trying to stay out of turn up on fresher tires there, the 95 car. Eric Cap going to go around the outside.
So were they 4 tire stops or 2 tire stops?
This early? I would think it was I think it was a 4 tire.
It would have to be.
I wouldn't. Ron's going to bring it down pit road. Derek following.
Not a bad
So-
guy to have following you.
First and second down on pit road.
I believe when this cycles, that'll put Ben Forrester in the lead.
Right now,
Thank
I
you,
got
Epic
Greg
Fail.
Wellen. If Greg can get up to speed, Greg's your leader. He got off of pit road pretty quick. Leader's coming to him. Yeah, Ben Forrester going to dive it to the inside. Greg's going to stay high, which is probably the smart play here so this thing stays green. But we're through round number 1 of pit stops. So everybody's clean to this point. How long it stays that way, I don't know.
Did Ron make it out in time? Is he gonna be able to?
Ron and Derek just coming out, so they're going to come out 9th and 10th. So he got, they got some bonus points. It worked out.
Yeah.
And they were the last to pit, so they can go a little bit longer, which might not be a bad thing. I do see James Conley looks like he's got some damage to that right front. Yeah, his left front must have got damaged there on pit road, so his left front tire hanging out just a little bit.
Just a little bit there, yeah. That's going to affect his aero quite a bit, I think. And
I think so, too.
as long as he can stay in the draft, though, he may be able to keep up with these guys and still be competitive.
Yep. Epic, it has been an awesome race so far. This has been absolutely awesome to watch and call, especially with the top 8 being this close together here. I'll switch the tower back over to a gap so we can see Derek and Ron going to be about 15 seconds back right now. It might not hurt them. They might close it in, especially if these guys start battling a little bit more.
Ooh, Moody putting the chrome horn up there to Forrester, giving him a little bump into the turn.
Ben Forrester continuing to lead. Hale Spicer hanging out right at the back of this pack with Greg Wellen.
See, so we just had an instance where...
Oh! Hendricks in the wall. He keeps it rolling.
Yep, they keep rolling. So what you got, Corn?
So we just had a little instance where iRacing gave Derek a black flag for an unsafe pit entry, unsafe pit exit.
Okay.
And I went back and looked at it, and he never crossed the blend line.
I got this last night in Mooncar. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. But yeah, sorry, 3 wide for the lead. They're going to get back down to 2. I had this happen, like I said, last night. For no reason, I got a black flag. I never got up above it. Like, I think there's something broken in the scan for Talladega. But that's why we have race control, so people can go back and look at these things.
Right.
Is this lap traffic we see up here with Schlumhart?
We seem to have lost Turnip.
Yeah, Robin I caught it out of her ear that he went spinning around, so... Oh, Robin said he was flipping.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Turnip. He
Turnip.
got loose coming out of 4.
I didn't have anything for a crash.
I didn't either.
He alt F4'd while he was flipping.
Okay, well, that'd be why the caution didn't come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for the sake of green flag racing, hell yeah.
Steam, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad to hear that you got your internet fixed. I know that was something you were battling there for a while. Turnip just joined the chat, said, yeah, he died.
Now, the question is it race manipulation if you leave mid-flip?
God, I don't even want to go there. He said he alt F4'd, so he didn't bring it out. Conley going to be your leader. Forrester going to give it up. We'll see how Conley's damage plays into this. But yes, I do see Schlumhart, and it looks like Gabriel Griffin next on the chopping block for laps. So I'm not sure. He might just be playing it safe. Because a lot of these guys, you'll see where they push for the front, and then they drift like 10 spots back, and then they wait. So, the fact that you have Spicer, Wellen, and Forrester all together, the chances are high they're going to work together to get back towards the front and let these guys kind of burn their tires up. The 18 of Gabriel Griffin going to get out of the way. Schlumhart going to slide up. Patrick, I agree. One caution would be nice, but we're running this thing like it's 1987. So, till iRacing brings it out, we continue to run. I see Robin getting loose in 3 and 4, but she saves it. All right.
I think iRacing might be a little broken because I saw Moody wreck at least 6 times in practice.
And then
now
he's
it's just must have focused right on him all the time.
3 wide back by Stambaugh. Stambaugh, okay, that was Gabriel Griffin getting out of the way again. James Conley continues to lead. Rob Collier, Kyle Hendricks trying to keep him separated from Michael Moody, it looks like, because they're just a freight train rolling. And that damage must not be slowing Conley down too much. He's 213 out of the tri-oval.
He is leading this thing, is he not? Yeah.
He is. And they are catching another pack of cars. Ooh, they get into the wall off of 2 that time.
Well, that's not going to help. And Collier says, I'm done. I don't want any more of that.
He says, I'm just going to go around.
Hendricks going with him. Sneaks it under Connolly. Now we've got a mess of lapped cars, it looks like, coming up. So
Yep, I see a gaggle of them right in front.
A gaggle, I haven't heard that in forever.
We're gonna go off the where is it? We'll go off the roll bar for a second just to see what it looks like out Rob Collier's window. He is closing in on JD McKaylee.
That is an awesome shot.
Usually I get everything kind of fixed. Turnip rejoining the fray here. Rob gonna try not to put those guys 3 wide. JD up near the wall to stay out of the way. He's still rolling.
Ooh, 19 loose.
The 19? Where am I looking?
Someone's heading down pit road.
Looks like Turnip headed back down pit road. I don't know if the car's just that damaged after it flipped, even though he alt F4'd. I know a couple of these guys are praying for a caution right now. Dig, I have seen that replay many a time. Lap cars are high. Looks like they're going to stay middle high here.
Ooh. Hendricks almost getting caught up with him 3 wide.
Kyle
there.
3 wide.
Oh, we got him in the wall.
Gary safely up into the wall. He's okay. They're still rolling. The top 4 clear the lap cars. Cale Spicer going to close in.
Is this when Spicer makes a move?
I don't know if he'll make a move here.
He just wants to
Again,
stick with them.
I think I just want to stick with him. I mean, now he's got some separation with the lap
Oh,
cars.
Conley around.
Oh, Conley's around.
No.
Oh, Moody in the
there they all
wall.
go. Is
Why
that
didn't that-
Damien as well?
No caution?
I'm throwing one.
Yeah, I think we have to. I don't know why it didn't throw it. Moody was sideways in the middle of the track.
Wow.
I'm gonna go back and look at that. Oh man, Damien for a ride. He blows the ass of that car apart on the wall. We'll go back live. They are gonna catch the pace car here.
I don't think Schlomhart touched Damien.
I don't think he did either. I think it was Moody when he got loose.
Oh no! I'm saying when after Damien spun, he came down across Schlomhart's nose, and I don't think he touched him.
Yeah. All right. I don't see any damage on Spicer. I think he checked it up pretty decent. But we'll let these guys hit pit road here.
I don't think he's still up there in 4th after
I think
that.
Kings, you're going to be your lucky dog. Anybody that stays out, they're going to get a wave around. So I'm going to step away for a second to grab a drink and use the facilities, and I'll be right back.
All right, these guys coming down pit road. A lot of cars coming down pit road. Connolly hitting his marks. Stambaugh hitting his. Spicer, everybody. Is it a? This must be another 4-tire stop at this point. Like you'd be
Under
dumb
caution.
not to. I think.
Under caution, definitely.
Yeah. Oh. Looks like Schlumhart does have a little bit of left front damage on that number 3 Goodwrench Monte Carlo, but I don't know if he's been to pit road recently or not, or if they have to come down this time around. These guys coming off pit road now. Hendricks looks like he beat them all out of there, so. Hendricks, Forster, Collier, Stambaugh, and Dillingham top 5. Dillingham! All right.
All right. So,
if you take a look at Turnip's car,
that
thing is clean as a whistle.
I think it's because he Alt F4'd.
I just had to clear a meatball flag for him.
What? There's no damage on it.
I know.
Keep in mind, anybody in front of Kyle, so from Robin forward, they're going to get a wave around here.
Yep.
Outstanding.
So, that should put a couple of extra guys up a lap. Yeah, it should bring...
No.
It should bring Gary, Schlomhart, Robin, and put them... All right. Yeah, Damien, it looked like you backed it into the wall really hard, bud. Yeah, Robin said it didn't give her a wave around, so... All right, so we will have a lap car to the inside. That'll be Gabriel Griffin. I think Damien's still catching the field. No rear end on that car, so that's going to be fun to drive. Kyle Hendricks going to be your leader. We got Ben Forrester, Rob Collier, Matt Stambaugh, Eric Dillingham, Ron St. Louis, Diesel Weasel, Greg Wellen, Cale Spicer, and Derek Sivers rounding out your top 10. Dennis Daly, James Conley, Zach King, Gary Freeman, Jacob Schlomhart, and the wife back to 16th. That's going to be all your lead lap cars. I think Moody is on pit road still, so I imagine he'll get that fixed and get back out.
Moody is missing a front end.
I'm not surprised. That's why I'm kind of
damage.
That's why I'm kind of pissed that iRacing didn't throw.
Yeah, I would be upset as well. That was kind of
well, it's just odd that it didn't throw a caution, especially with Moody sideways on the top, the other two going to the bottom. It should have thrown it. And to me, that's kind of some BS. But because okay, go ahead, Joe.
You know what's cool is I could see Damien's fuel inlet hose. It's bright red in that blue car.
I am not surprised. All right, Kyle Hendricks going to be your leader to the line here. Pace car is off. I think he's going to hold him to green. I think do they have to pit one more time or no? They actually might be fine from here on out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
They might be a lap or two short. I don't know. If another caution comes out, we'll see. Because you know the old adage, man, cautions breed cautions.
That they do.
Yes, they do.
I mean, these guys made it halfway before the caution, so.
Gabriel Griffin is digging to try to get that lap back. Forrester going to be your leader. Kyle Hendricks second. Rob Collier third. A little bit of a breakaway here.
I think for Gabriel, he's fighting that car just
Just
a little bit more than he'd like
Conley
to.
4 wide.
Whoa, yeah. Eric was
Oh
4
my
wide
God.
back there. We're going to move back for just a second. Conley making moves saying, I'm not hanging back here. Although I see a diesel weasel creeping in.
Ron St. Louis thinking about putting it 3 wide.
I think if
He
he's
knows the old
smart,
saying,
I think,
What's that saying, Joe?
yeah.
if
What
gap car.
if Gavin Carr? Damien's saying 8 laps short.
Yeah. I
that's-
didn't think they'd have enough at 50, 51.
That's about, what was I going to say? And then that's from a guy driving a wrecked race car around.
Yeah.
Kyle Hendricks
do
going to be
you-
your leader. Rob Collier and Ben Forrester giving up that lead early. Probably just going to ride.
So do you pit early, or do you run it out and see who can try and save? Do you,
I
can you
th- I-
save eight laps of fuel? I don't think
No,
so.
you can't save 8 laps of fuel in this car. I don't. Maybe
No
if your
way.
name is Dave Brown. Maybe if your name's Dave Brown. I've seen that guy do some voodoo shit in one of these cars. But I think, man, if it's me, halfway to the end, maybe.
I'd say that. Take right sides, maybe.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Yeah.
even.
I would go halfway to the end, take right sides, and ship it.
I think I would. If I were doing it, I would just take fuel and send it. But I guess it would make sense to take rights, wouldn't it? Shit.
Damien says Spicer might be able to make it.
Spicer does some pretty incredible things in this car.
That's
yeah.
true. That is true.
He'll clutch that thing.
Yeah, he will. That and I have seen I've seen Spicer win a championship in the officials without running a super speedway race. So
It just turns into that NASCAR Throwback Series race we did where me, Brock, and I think Benel had to clutch it to get to the end.
oh,
You know,
when we
you
did
were-
Michigan.
You reminded me to look at my fuel, and I went, "Oh God, I ain't gonna make it."
I should have never told you guys. I should have never said a word, because then I would have beat you.
Oh, we were running out on the right up to the out of turn 4 and like up to the line. It was crazy.
Oh, Dennis getting loose.
sideways.
Oh no!
He's gonna
you
save
He
it.
keeps
He
it off
skimmed
the
it.
wall. I was just coming back here to check out King. Holy shit.
You know what that deserves?
Exactly. Oh my god.
Now, here's my question. How many of these guys are out here in the fixed setup? Any of them?
Oh, I bet a
Besides
few.
Ben Forrester?
I bet I don't even think Ben's in the fixed. He might be in an adjusted fixed. Which realistically to me, you fix the caster split. And away you go. Kyle Hendricks, your leader. Rob Collier, second. Ben Forrester going to sit third. Looked like Eric saved it. I caught it off of Robin's feed. I bet them tires are screaming. But hey, if you wanna learn how to drive this car, a lot of these guys in this series can teach you how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we
Some-
got one Cyber spinning.
Where's Derek?
Down
Where's
in the backstretch. Everybody's going low. Everybody's going low.
oh
Oh, and Griffin up in the wall as well,
Wait.
apparently.
Derek got light, locked it down. He kissed the wall.
Yeah.
And no one hit him.
Wow, great job, Derek.
I say that was the save of the race. I think the only reason the caution came back out was because he was blocking 2 lanes.
Yeah.
He's got it rolling again. He's just got a lick of damage on that right front. Nothing too major at all.
Oh, I'm
The
sure
fender
he's.
itself is in good. Like the flare is fine.
I'm sure he's happy as hell right now.
I bet you he's got to change his pants.
Oh, you think?
I would.
Oh God!
All those guys coming at you in 87s. Oh God.
Well, because how
200 mile an hour.
How many times have we seen it here where somebody does something like that, and they didn't really hit anything, but there's that one guy that just arca breaks the shit out of them. So, Derek, I commend your catch. Oh no! Ron St. Louis is missing his nose and right front
Ow.
fender.
Oh, when he got in Gabriel Griffin.
Oh,
Wait, I think I might see it though.
do
He
you
still
see
has
it?
his nose.
I don't-
don't see it.
I don't see a nose or a
Oh
fender.
no, it is. His nose cone and fender are indeed missing.
On my ankle.
That's a shame, and that was my pick.
I heard his question, Corn. Yeah, you would only get the lucky dog because it's not going to give you another wave around. So that'll give him a chance to pit and everything.
Well, now everyone can make it to the end.
That is true, and JD can get some damage fixed because he stayed out on that last one. So Stambaugh going to be your leader out of the pits. And guess who came to play, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody's favorite Canuck, Mr. King, sitting second.
And he pitted.
Man went a lap down earlier and has come back. He's up 17 positions.
We're gonna give him one of those two.
Oh, Ron got 5 minutes of damage. Well, Ron, get it fixed. Get that thing back out there, dude, because you could get another caution pretty quick. Damien should get the wave around here. So if he doesn't get it, make sure that he takes off. Hello, tiny dog. I have a puppy.
A puppy, you say?
Yep, she just kind of come back and sat down. She gets a little bored with us racing down here from time to time. Dig, no, that is not the same King. This King that's in the 48 Cobalt car is one of my teammates, along with one of my co-hosts here, Mr. Joe Perozzi, is also my teammate for next weekend's Daytona 24, which I have to get a schedule put together for.
Yes, I need to
I
practice
know.
more.
Call it. I'm a traitor.
No, you're just in the GT3 team, and that's fine. I didn't say you were a traitor. I said nothing about you being a traitor. Make sure that things are clear so Corn can hear if Damien gets a wave around, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's not going to give it to him.
Apparently, you can like somebody's TikTok when you have their have it up on a web browser, and I have liked your TikTok up to 420 times.
It was funny because I was kind of pumping my own numbers the other day when Robin was racing, so I had her phone, and they just keep tap 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 tap, and apparently it blacklists it.
Oh, that's what I did it 380 something times.
Oh God, that's funny.
My finger got sore from
Mark,
it.
the team's got all shook up for this year. Like, there's so many changes, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
So,
This year I decided to do the GT3 because Well, it's what I've been running a lot of here recently. Last year, like I ran the GTP with AJ, Nick, King, and Joe, and
No, it was just me, you, King, and Nick. It was a 4-man team. And I'll tell you
Joe
what,
didn't run with that?
nope. I will never do a 4-man team again because it just
No.
it takes so much out of you.
Yeah,
It
I
was
have
fun,
not run
don't get
all
me
of the
wrong.
24 series or 24 races that you guys have run. I've run I think 2 of them, and one
Didn't
was
you?
Nürburgring, the other was Daytona.
I
Or
thought you
did I
did-
do Le Mans?
I thought you did Le
think you did
Mans or
Le Mans.
Spa.
No, I didn't do Spa. It must have been Le Mans. It was Le Mans the GT3, and it was Nürburgring because that's when John dubbed me the Ring Dinger.
All right, we're gonna go green. Standball gonna be your leader, followed by King, Hendricks, Forrester, Conley, Collier, Spicer, Welland, Diesel, and Dennis Daly rounding out your top 10.
Is
Off they go.
They're
Is this the
going.
first lap that Standball's led?
Yes, he's been hanging about middle of the pack.
Ooh, big movements already.
Yep, I
Splitting into
see.
2 lanes.
Here comes
Conley.
Conley. He almost put King 3 wide. King says, screw it. I'm just going to hang this line and just wait.
I don't think he was prepared for what they were about to do, and
Hendricks to the
now he is.
inside. Conley going with him.
big run to
Oh, you're up
Standball
the
King.
inside. Spicer up
S-
the inside. Oh
I was
my
going to say,
gosh.
Spicer with a power move around Forrester. Holy shit.
Not just
Um,
Forrester, but Standball as well.
Yep, Standball said to heck with it. I don't need to fight for it that bad right now. Patrick, I did the 12 hours of Bathurst by myself. That hurt. Like, that really hurt.
The longest I've ever run by myself was the 6 hours of Indy, and finished third in class and had a lot of fun doing it.
Oh! Hendricks spins and he flips!
Oh,
Oh my
Big
God.
flips. I saw Connolly dipping below his bumper a couple times, and then next thing I know, that was all she wrote.
We're going to come back and look at that. I want to far chase on that. He was right off the corner of him when he went for a ride.
Yeah, that's tough.
Damn.
Hmm.
That car is effed.
That car was fast.
Oh my God.
I just got
Pace-
word from the
Infield Care Center.
Yeah, I can't talk right now, because that was just so traumatic to see. Holy shit! I hope he's okay. I hope Dale's okay.
Nothing will ever top Cale Spicer's flip here in fast car. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, Moody, I would agree. Kind of looked like a racing deal, just a little too close there, coming off the corner and around Kyle went. But wow, that was a wild one, wasn't it? We've been clean up to this point, or for the most part, I should say.
The care center said they had to reattach that driver's hands back to his body because he was gripping the wheel so hard.
Not surprised.
AJ, check your messages for me.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, cautions do breed cautions, so
Yeah.
Okay, so Conley, pretty much everybody gonna stay out. I think JD gonna be your lucky dog. We'll see if he gets some more damage fixed here. But I think that puts JD McKaylee back on the lead lap.
That it does.
And
Well.
and that,
How the
ladies and gentlemen,
turntables have turned.
is why
Wild part
you don't quit
wild-
races.
wild part about that, no meatball for the 19.
No way.
No
That
meatball.
That car was beat pillar to post.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at him real quick.
Yeah, I gotta go back and look at Kyle.
Oof.
I mean, that car's effed. The roof's buckled. The back end's gone. Like, good Lord, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a shame.
Well, so right now, your top 10 looking like Conley, Collier, Spicer, Welland, Stambaugh, Forrester, Diesel Weasel, Daly, Stevens, and Gary Freeman in 10th. Oh, stop. I called you the wife all night. She goes, he just says Stevens and glances right over it.
Could be worse, Robin. He could have called you the old battle axe. Let's not do that, though.
Yeah, Moody, that's how it goes sometimes.
Connolly.
Conley pitted?
Yeah.
Gary pitted too. Interesting strategy. I'm gonna look at. Nope, that's not what I want. I want Kyle. Kyle rejoins the back of the pack. Still no front end, no rear end on that car. So we're gonna have 2 lap cars to the inside. Gonna have Gabriel Griffin, Justin Burns. Oh, we got Ron fixed. He's gonna be rejoining the field here.
Well, they must have used every bit of that Bond tape they had in the trailer to get that thing back on the track.
Dude, I think I see Barabond all over that thing. I don't know.
It looks good. It looks fine.
We love you, Ron. Damien rejoining the inside line here. So like I said, JD
thinking about Eggos.
JD McHaley back on the track. I don't know if he's got a front end yet though. I gotta wait for the camera to change here.
I just got word from Ron that they cleared out an entire Walmart to fix that car with duct tape.
There we go. That looks better. What kind of maple syrup do you think he uses?
We appreciate it, Patrick.
Canadian kind.
I appreciate you for having it going everywhere. If anybody's watching and hasn't, don't forget to like the stream. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna do this another few weeks. We got about we got 4 weeks left, 5 weeks left of this. We just come back from break, but season will be over in about 4 or 5 weeks. Rob Collier gonna bring him to the line. And they're off.
Jump.
He got a nice jump on that one. The wild thing is the first 3 cars to the inside are all clean. Rob getting away. Kale gonna side draft the lap cars.
Hendrick spun into the inside. He's on the apron. He gathered. Back
Yeah,
up,
I'm not surprised with the nose and tail damage. I'm not surprised. Three wide with Turnip in the middle. Not exactly where I'd want to be if I was Turnip right now, a lap down.
Robin getting up in the mix a little bit.
I see that strawberry lemonade car in the back. And I see Diesel Weasel in the mystery meat car.
Meat.
Meat? Ooh, they're getting spicy in the back. Collier gonna lead, Spicer to second, Wellen third, Stamby in fourth. Ron
And we got
Oh!
Diesel spinning Conley.
I just
Griffin
saw
Sivers.
Derek just died. What happened?
What just happened?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. Conley shot the gap and got into Derek.
I am looking
Oh
at some of
my
the craziest
God.
stuff. Schlumhart net coated through Sivers and
Mother
avoided
of
Connolly.
God. Let's look. Oh my God. Derek's motor blew, so his race is done. Oh my God.
That was some serious carnage.
And everything fell.
It's okay.
Well, that's you risk it for the biscuit, and sometimes you get the gravy.
I'm just trying to figure out why it looked like he shot the gap, and it's almost like he didn't get a call for a car high. I don't know.
I'll tell you what he needs now is put that thing on the trailer. It's missing a whole nose cone.
Lodi.
I heard that.
He wants 19 wave rounds.
Well, there
Ron
goes
getting
Ron.
one.
Ron getting a lap back.
Here we go. He keeps that up. See, they played nice the entire time up until the last
About the-
35 laps.
I was gonna say about the halfway point. Like that was looking good.
Yeah, the halfway point is when they really started kicking. The second pit stop, maybe after the first caution, I'd say that just kind of unlocked it for everyone. All right, well, let's go full out then.
Yeah. 24 to go. I don't know if anybody's got tires left.
I know one person who would have tires left, and I swear it would be JD McHaley. He leaves a set for the end just in case every time.
Well, and right now, I'd be fixing damage if I was JD. Hopefully, get a front end on this thing. Hey, how many minutes he got left to fix? Two minutes. He's got 2 minutes left to fix.
Ooh, that can be done in another
He
caution.
doesn't?
How much do you have left?
How much do you have?
4 minutes.
Oh, 4 minutes.
Oh. Still.
I think our pit reporter might have entered the chat. Down to Tyler on pit road. What do you got for us?
Hey, Jay, Tyler down here. We've been talking a couple of crew chiefs. Just got done talking with Robin Stevens, crew chief. I asked him, what is his plan moving forward? How is he going to get Robin up in the front? He only looked at me, AJ, and he said the queen is ready to take her throne. So keep an eye out for Robin out there racing real hard. Another thing, I was actually talking to Diesel's crew chief before the wreck. A lot of hexing was going on. Not really sure what that was about. I'm not sure if they were tied together or not, but really excited. You know, unfortunately, Diesel was caught up in that, so maybe it didn't work out quite as much as he wanted to. But I'm going to go talk with a couple more crew chiefs. I'll be back with you for some more updates, okay?
All righty, thank you, Tyler. Sounds like Diesel Weasel's crew chief Acting like Pedro Serrano out there, for those that get the reference.
Womp womp.
He was just a bit outside. Oh, I had to.
Moody back out on the track finally with a front end and everything.
Damien said that he stole JD's last set of tires.
Things are getting wild. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I do want to look. Still no nose on that car at JD's, but he's ripping. So I think he just needs one more caution here, and I think he'd be all right. By the way, I don't know if anybody's seen the back of Dennis's car, that 47 olive drab green machine. But on the back of it, and I helped with this a little bit, it says freedom rings every day with military grade tinnitus. So make sure you get your ears checked. Well, it looks like we've got, I think we've got Diesel Weasel here out of the infield care center. What happened, Diesel?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, because it seemed like I was holding my line, and then all of a sudden there was cars all around me, and then I was sideways.
So did the Weasel Hex get you?
Oh no, the only hex I threw was before the first wreck, so
okay.
That wasn't it.
Rob Collier going to get a good jump, bringing him to the line. Cale Spicer going to be in second. Greg Well in third. So we've still got a couple of pairs of teammates out here. Rob with a good jump, although I think he needs to start managing her. He's gonna get freight trained a little bit here, I think.
Let it happen.
I don't know. Rob's pretty damn good at a super speedway. 3 wide with Forrester going around Moody there.
They're lined up on the bottom row, though. They just want to keep things nice and tight for the next couple laps, it seems.
Yeah, get things spaced out a little bit here.
Let's see who can work with who to get away. They're almost 3 wide in the tri-oval.
You know who I got my eye on right now? Robin.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. I think
It's hard not to with that car, man.
If her and Dennis can stay lined up, I think it'll go solidly.
I bet you dollar to donut. She just keeps herself focused on her line, running with Dennis as best she can. Yeah, she's got a chance here.
But I do see the top 3 rolling pretty hard.
Ooh. Stambaugh almost putting it to the outside of Robin. Connolly right behind her. She's diving deep down.
Yep, she's
Inside
looking
of
to the
Moody.
inside. Conley right behind. Can't quite get Moody cleared yet, but she's going to try like hell.
Stambaugh says, I want the outside, and the hell with it. I'm going to take it.
You know, we got a nice mix of all 3 makes up here in the front.
I was looking at that too.
Collier was just a solid performance. But, you know, really, I got to say, it's Spicer who's just found himself in second right now. Sitting pretty.
I'm actually kind of surprised that they're in a line right now. I do see Conley trying to go to the outside here. See if he can get it done. I don't know how bad that car is still.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Ooh, Stambaugh down low below Robin, pushing her 3 wide there for a second.
Ooh, she drifts up just at the right time to clear Conley.
Great moves.
Little door touch there.
They are rubbing into the front stretch, the tri-oval. Robin holding her own out here, not taking no guff, not giving any inch.
Forrester going to go inside of Wellen here. Dennis kind of riding. I'm kind of wondering if Dennis is going to save some tire to kind of not overheat him like he did the last time.
Oh, they're going for the same real estate there, it looked like. And
We got a lap car down below the yellow. He's going to get it down, keep it out of the way.
Good on him.
Thank you to the lap car for getting out of the way when he needed to. Patrick, everybody should be able to make it at this point. I don't think there's anybody that can't.
Yeah, with that caution we just had, everybody's got tires and fuel to the end.
Even Collier, who's just sitting out front.
Yeah, I think the top three are just chilling. Dennis going to fall back a little bit right in front of Robin.
Gotta hand it to Greg Wellen, who's just kept it clean all day, doing his best to work his way through the field, through all these cautions, make sure he doesn't get into any kind of trouble. And now he's in third.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, that's the mentality you've got to have coming to super speedway, right? Like you've got to try to stay out of any sort of wreck to get yourself there to the end.
The only lap that matters is the last lap.
Very true.
Oh, I see
somebody's
Wellen in the wall, I think.
He got the
Just
wall a little.
brush.
Yeah, I think he kept it pretty clean. So it's going to put Stambaugh and Conley into third and fourth. Wellen drifting back a touch.
That did let the second group catch up, though.
It did. So all the way back to King. They're pretty tight. Top 10 are.
I think they're
Top
within.
11.
I think they're within a damn near 7 tenths.
Gary's off by himself in 11th. So he's back there by Ron right now.
Oh, it's 1.3.
Is there a lap car in the mix?
Ron's back there by, well, is there? Yeah, Moody's in the mix. So
Okay.
he's hanging on right now with all the damage
I was
fixed.
going to say, because
so.
I thought I counted 11 cars there. Ooh, 66 almost got into the 24.
Yep. Keeping it pretty clean up front.
Side by side, 3 rows deep for the front pack here. They're starting to break away. Here comes Schlomhart drafting with Dennis. He's found himself up here. Just outside of that lead pack, though, so he can most likely
Ooh,
avoid any kind of
Spicer and
crazy
Wellen up into the
pinch.
wall.
Makes you wonder how hard he's really pushing that thing.
Well, did they get tight coming off the corner? Because that's another thing with this car coming off a 2 or off a 4, the air gets weird.
I can confirm. Especially coming off a 2. 4's not that bad.
Conley to the lead. Gonna have Forrester going with him. Stambaugh to the high side. Collier back to 4th. Lap car Gabriel Griffin gonna bring it back down to the bottom again. Make sure he's out of the way of people.
Forrester must have saved a little tire early on here on this run.
I would not be surprised if that man is on only his second set of tires. He did most.
Oh, Moody's touching Wellen.
Oh man, that almost got ugly.
Just
that-
leaning. Everybody checked up on the inside lane, and Schlomhart's going to go for a dive, making it 3 wide. Dennis, Spicer, and Schlomhart 3 wide. Now back down to 2, going into 1.
They're still running clean. 12 to go right now.
Stambaugh past
Whoa.
Forrester here.
That was close.
Conley going to throw the block down low. Forrester to the high side. Collier with him.
Are they going to make it 3 wide here?
I don't know if they'll make it
Moody.
3 wide. I think it'd be kind of crazy to go 3 wide right now.
Moody's acting a little crazy here, man. He's giving a bump to Stambaugh in the middle of the tri-oval. Stambaugh manages that car the whole way through. Now we're into 1.
Robin got all over the back of Schlomhart there and coming into 1. Man, this is tightening this top 10 up hard with this side-by-side racing.
We
It's
got
making
3
for great
Fords at the
racing, though.
front.
Dude, why are
3
Keep telling
Fords,
people
Chevys
3
behind him.
3 Fords, 3 Chevys, and a Pontiac.
And a
I keep
partridge
telling
in a
people
pear
the
tree.
Ford is the pick here.
Spicer flirting with that outside wall quite a bit.
Collier going to bring it across the line this time. Forrester even with him.
King still trying to keep it up with the mix here. I like what I'm seeing.
Dennis Daly, your only Pontiac in the top 10. Eric, you're all good, dude. I understand completely.
I get the feeling the 94 is going to try for a move low soon.
Greg is great at saving tire.
There he goes.
Yep, Greg underneath Conley.
I called it.
And he's going to go under Forrester, too. He wants that lead.
Has he led any laps yet? Well, aside from that one.
No.
no,
Well, he just got a bonus point.
There you go.
Yep, 94 to the lead.
I have
9 to
admit, it's weird
go.
seeing a 94 on a Chevy.
Yeah.
It is a little strange. Usually you see that on the old Thunderbat, but Well, now you
94
get-
strong, I believe there.
now you got 2 teammates hooked up with the 94 and the 66. Collier pushing Kale to the front now. Kale says to heck with it. I'll take it. 3, almost 3 wide. Kale
No,
They
running
were
it out.
3 wide.
It is 3
Oh,
wide
they're
going
back.
into 1.
Good Lord, these
Yeah.
boys are turning up the heat.
Lap 87 here. Not many left.
That front pack has sent the rest to Gapplebee's.
They are pushing. Collier to the inside. Spicer on the high line. Conley coming in to cover behind Collier.
I gotta wonder if Dennis can get that Pontiac to the front.
That's going to be interesting. I'll be interested to see who's going to pull it forward and maybe get around these 4.
I gotta give it to Gabriel Griffin for actually dropping down to the apron every time the leaders are coming up.
Yep,
That is good racecraft.
he's getting his laps, getting his points, but making sure he's out of the way. So I definitely appreciate that. Collier in the
Yeah, and
lead.
With how beat up his car is, that's really the best he can do.
Right. I mean, he's praying for a caution to try to get the thing fixed and get back out there, but
Oh, yeah.
they are catching another group of lapped cars. Kale continues to cover. He's going to come back, cover that bottom lane, make sure that Conley can't get through.
I believe that's JD and Damien they're coming up on.
Is it?
Think so. And probably Ron as well.
And it's going to tag the wall a little bit
3
there.
wide.
3 wide. Oh, this is going to get ugly in a second. Still 3 wide.
Oh my God, they're 3
And
wide
they
all over the
hold
place.
it.
Rob backed out.
Dennis up in the wall there. So he's going to drop the tail end.
5 to go this time by.
2 wide Stambaugh in Collier.
Can they keep it clean for the rest of the race?
Oh, I think so. I think so. They do have 3
Think
lap
4's all
cars.
we got?
They got 3 lap cars that they're catching. That may come into play. 3 wide again down the backstretch. Greg says not this time.
Oh, but he can't close that door on standby there.
Ooh.
Ooh, Greg almost into Conley.
Connolly washing up there. That's crazy.
I think Griffin just said he's blowing up.
Uh-oh. That's no good. Damien says, I'm going to get out of this way. Lap car is going
to run out of gas.
Lap car is going to keep it low. Oh, man, they just barely cleared Hendricks. That gets a little bit of a gap for the top 3.
It's going to get a little dicey.
I think so, too. Conley to the bottom. Oh, they look 3 wide.
Yeah, Rob thought about it, but I think he thought better of it.
Kale up high in the marbles.
Everybody looking for some fresh air out here, keeping their cars as cool as they can. They're pushing them as hard as they can.
Conley covers.
Schlomhart using that every bit of draft he possibly can to stay with these guys, it looks like.
They are pushing.
He's got himself in the mix with Forrester as well, though.
Got Collier and Welland on the bottom. Conley
Hendricks pushing it. Oh my God, he pushed it. He dove it into the inside of Schlomhart. I cannot believe what I just saw because that thing has no front end.
Oh my God.
No front end, no rear end. He's driving a modified out there.
Conley going to try to take the lead again.
Some weight reduction.
Man, it's tight.
He's got it.
It's tight.
19 on the wall.
Spicer going to clear. He's at the back of this pack.
Rob back to the lead.
Stanbaugh, Conley, Forrester on the low line. You got Collier and Welland on the high side. God, this is a wild race. 2 to go.
Oh,
Spicer throwing it down below the yellow just barely to get inside of Forrester, and he does it.
Oh my God, dude.
He says, I don't want to leave like this. I got 2 laps to go. Actually, it's a lap and a half at this point. What kind of moves is he going to make now? Everybody looking for a piece of the pie.
Conley going to cover the bottom.
Welland says he's clear everywhere. He's going to choose the bottom lane now. Stanbaugh looking like he's going to go high. Spicer behind him. He says, I'll go where you go. Leaving Collier out to dry.
We're going to finish this thing under green.
Yep, it's going to go official right here.
Ooh, 3 wide into 1.
Spicer taps Collier's door.
Kale,
he says, hey, I'm coming through.
Kale says, I want them points. Ooh. Kale, your championship leader here. Conley in the lead. He covers Welland. Welland back to the high side. This is anybody's race right now.
They are just bobbing and weaving throughout each other, using every bit of draft.
Conley loose through the corner. Greg holding him down hard. It's going to be a drag race to the finish here. Conley on the bottom. Forrester to the high side.
Oh,
3 wide for the finish. Who's going to get it? Forrester.
73.
Wow, what a power move.
Wow.
Wow.
What a finish, dude.
Holy shit.
I gotta go back and look at that.
Yeah, that was wild.
We're going to roll this back because I want to see something.
They were 4 wide through the trial.
That was nuts. Oop. Okay, we're gonna.
That's a wild finish.
We're gonna bring
crap.
Oh nope, that's not what I wanted.
That was one of the best finishes I've ever seen on this platform.
We're gonna bring it right to the line, and then we're gonna go photo finish cam. Forrester by a fender. By a fender. That.
Yeah, and look at 2nd and 3rd place, how close they were.
We're going to pull up the results because that's going to really show us.
2 thousandths of a second between 2nd and 3rd.
Oh, dude, you could go back. You could go back to Spicer. It was under a 10th. Like that's
oh,
that's just insane.
it was just under 200th of a second.
Yeah, that's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. So Forrester going to be your winner. Wellen second, Conley third, Stambaugh fourth, Schlomhart fifth, Spicer sixth. Did I already say Collier? No, I didn't. Collier in seventh, Dennis Daly eighth, King going to bring it home in ninth. The wife's going to bring it home. Top 10 at a super speedway in this thing. Gary Freeman, Kyle Hendricks, Joshua McKaylee, Ron St. Louis, Damian Conrad, Justin Burns, Gabriel Griffin, Michael Moody, Diesel Weasel, Derek Sivers, your top 20. Eric Dillingham, Eric Kapp, Mike McKaylee, and Zachary Korn was disqualified because he's your racer control for tonight. So,
You're welcome.
Man, I think we got Greg in the interview room if we want to grab him for a second. Greg,
Howdy.
that was a wild one, man.
That was as good as it can get at a super speedway. Usually I walk away irritated because of something dumb, but that was amazing. That
was close. I wasn't sure if you were going to get him, and then I seen Forrester come from like the cheap seats back there out around the outside.
Yeah, I thought Ben and I were good enough friends he'd push me, but I mean, he won the race, so I can't hate on him too much. Man, that was cool. You don't get to see that in sim racing too often.
No, especially when we had the first half of the race was green flag, nothing too crazy. Overall, I would say that it was a clean race. Looked like you and Cale were trying to maybe work something out to be there at the end, but you guys got a little separated there with the last 10 laps or so.
Yeah, we'd stuck with each other. You know, we started at the back because we thought it was going to be a bit of a mess, and it was messy back there, but we just didn't get any yellows from the stuff. But I try to work with them as much as I can. You got to have a friend on these tracks to make it happen. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, good job on the P2 tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
You know what? I know I've got my family watching, my son and my fiance, so at least I put on a heck of a show at the end there for them.
Yeah, especially like I said, that was a tight one. You lost it by 0.018.
You know what? I'm still grinning like a little kid, though. Like, what a
right?
I'm a fan of a good race any day, and it doesn't get much better than that. We're 0xing all over each other, me and James, and then Ben gets this ridiculous run coming off the corner because I'm just side drafting, the snot out of James on the inside. Just that's as good as it gets.
Yep. So, well, good run tonight, and maybe we'll see you next week.
Yep. Thank you, gentlemen. Always appreciate this.
Yep.
Take care.
Have a good night, Greg. And that was your second place finisher. I don't have anybody else in the interview room. So, gentlemen, thoughts on tonight?
For a moment, but
well, I just dropped Greg back up in there. So
no, I meant before he left. As far as thoughts for the night, it was a really good race overall. There was some sketchy moments, but overall a great race.
I thought so.
God.
Yeah,
Ron absolutely killed his car at the end of that, and somebody Hendricks is upside down in the infield.
Oh, that's funny.
That was great.
I mean, outside of the the one caution that we had to manually throw, which we try not to do in this series. I try to leave it to iRacing, but obviously there are things that happen.
That one should have been a caution.
Yeah,
100%.
I definitely think it should have been. So unfortunately we had to throw one, especially with Moody as sideways as he was there. Try to save him from at least getting murdered, but I don't think that was the case tonight. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way that the race went for the most part. So thank you to all the racers that showed up, the new guys that came. Hopefully you guys stick around through the end of the series, because if this is the kind of racing we're going to have, it's definitely going to be a wild one. So on that note, guys, I think we're going to sign off. I'll be live again tomorrow night. It'll be the NASCAR Throwback Series, which is Gen 6s. You'll get my in-car view. I'll start that up right about as close to 8 o'clock as I can, just because I'm an admin over there and I've got to handle some stuff before the race. So be on the lookout for that. I'll try to be live on all 3 platforms again. But thank you to all my co-hosts in here tonight. You guys want to say good night?
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much for having me, AJ.
Thank you guys for at least sitting here with me and jabbering for a couple of hours. So as I have Robin back here going, "You're welcome." Everybody have a great night. We will catch you all tomorrow night, like I said, for the NASCAR Throwback Series.